In this video, I'll show you the complete step-by-step process to transform this wood into an item that many people will want to buy. Hello, I'm Allison. Welcome to another video from Wood Art channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new here, and be sure to turn on all notifications so you don't miss our next projects. The wood we'll be using is pine. Here we have a board measuring 2 meters and 70 centimeters in length, and this piece measuring around 1 meter and 40 centimeters. Both are just over 25 centimeters wide. I'll start by making some cuts on this part. I'll cut 2 pieces, each 50 centimeters long. I'll cut the whole board to 1 meter and 55 centimeters to make the next cuts easier. From here, I'll cut 2 pieces measuring 42 centimeters and 1 measuring 70. From this piece, I'll cut another part measuring 42 centimeters. I'll leave the remaining piece as it is for now, but later I'll make 2 more pieces from it. One measuring 42 centimeters by 8 centimeters wide, and another measuring 70 by 8. On the bench saw, I'll cut both sides of these 50 centimeter pieces. This will clean them up and make them straight. In the end, they'll be 25 centimeters wide each. I'll take advantage of the saw setup to clean up one side of all the other pieces too. I'll leave 2 of the 42 centimeter pieces with a width of 21 centimeters. One of the 42 centimeter pieces and the one measuring 70 will be cut into 3 pieces, each 8 centimeters wide. From the leftover piece, I'll cut 2 more pieces, each 8 centimeters wide. After that, I'll cut 1 piece measuring 42 centimeters and another measuring 70. So, here are all the parts of the project. Next, I'll standardize the thickness by running them through the planer. If you've made it this far in the video and you're enjoying it, don't forget to like it so that more people can see it. If you'd like to support the production of more videos like this, consider becoming a channel member by accessing the first link in the video description. Next, I'll make some markings. I'll start with the pieces measuring 70 centimeters. On one end, I'll mark it 20 centimeters, drawing a line from side to side. This will be done on all of them. I adjusted to 11 millimeters, which is half the thickness, and I'll mark on the other end, close to the edges. This will be done on all of them too. I adjusted to 2 centimeters, and I'll mark in the opposite direction on both sides, at both marks. On all of them. The next markings will be made on the pieces measuring 42 centimeters. I adjusted to 2.5 centimeters on the combination square, and I'll mark like this. At both ends, roughly in the center of the piece. I adjusted to 18.5 centimeters, and I'll mark like this, close to the edge. The other side will be the same. With the square adjusted to 4 centimeters, which is half the width, I'll mark in the opposite direction at the ends. Those 2 more centered ones will be marked in the opposite direction at 2 centimeters. These markings will be repeated on the others. I'll drill holes at the markings using this 3 millimeter drill bit with a 10 millimeter countersink. The countersinking on the 42 centimeter pieces was done more shallowly, while on the 70 centimeter ones, the countersinking will be about 5 millimeters deep. With everything drilled, I'll sand using 120 grit sandpaper. Well, next up is assembly. I'll start with these 2 pieces, measuring 42 by 21 centimeters. I'll apply some glue here and place them like this, making sure they're well aligned at the ends. Now I'll use one of these pieces measuring 42 by 8. I applied glue on the opposite side of where the countersink was done, and I'll place it like this, leaving the side with the holes more towards the outside. I've aligned them all very well, and now I'll fix them using these 40 millimeter by 3.5 millimeter screws. I'll use a clamp to assist with tightening. The same process will be done on the other side. It looks like this. I'll set it aside for now. Next, these 4 pieces will be used for assembly. Initially, I'll use these 2. They measure 50 centimeters. I've set it to 4 centimeters on the combination square, and I'll mark at the ends like this. And like this, at all corners. I'll also apply glue between the 2. Now I'll join them, aligning them very well at the ends. I'll apply glue to this part measuring 42 centimeters, and it will be glued like this, making sure it aligns with the 4 centimeter marking that was made. In the next step, I'll make some markings on the remaining 4 pieces, which measure 70 centimeters in length. I set it to 19 centimeters, and I'll mark here, drawing a line from side to side. The same will be done on all of them. The marking was done on the opposite side, where the countersinks were made, and also at the end, where the larger space is. I'll continue with the assembly, now including these 4 pieces. I'll apply glue here, and it will be placed like this, always making sure it aligns very well with the other piece. And here, I'll also secure it with the 40 millimeter screw. I'll press down a little and secure it. With everything square, I can now make the final fixing. The same will be done on the other 4 corners. On that first part that was assembled, I'll apply a little glue on all corners. And it will be placed like this, making sure it aligns by the side and by the 19 centimeter marking. With everything well aligned, I can now secure it with screws. The same will be done on all 4 corners. I'll cover the holes where the screws were placed with 10 millimeter dowels. The same process will be done on all the other points. I'll do another sanding, this time with 100 grit sandpaper to make everything very smooth. Next, I'll use the router with this bit to make a 45-degree chamfer, and I'll chamfer all the edges of the item. I'll sand everything again using 180 grit sandpaper. Well, next up is the final finish. For that, I'll apply the wood sealer, which will be diluted with thinner. To add color to the item, I'll apply along with the sealer this special wood stain for varnishes and sealers in brown. The application will be done using this spray gun as usual. If you're interested in achieving great results when working with wood, this video presents a variety of tools and materials that can be very useful for you. The links to these items are available in the video description. Be sure to check it out. Well, folks, here is the finished work. A small multi-purpose table measuring 50 by 50 centimeters, ideal for use in domestic environments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and share it with friends who may also be interested in this type of content. Leave your feedback on the work in the comments. I'll be happy to respond. On your screen, you'll see some similar videos to explore more incredible ideas. Enjoy! Thank you for watching, and until the next video.